Sex determination. Do you know how the sex of a newborn baby is determined? Sex of a newborn is determined by different factors in different species of animals. In reptiles like snakes and crocodiles, the sex of a newborn is determined by the temperature. In case of snails, they can change their sex. In these two cases, sex is not genetically determined. But in human beings, the sex of the individual is largely genetically determined. It means the genes inherited from parents decide whether the newborn will be a boy or a girl. Each human cell contains 23 pairs of chromosomes. Out of these 23 pairs, 22 pairs are autosomes and 1 pair is sex chromosome. Women have a matched pair of sex chromosomes, both called XX, but men have a mismatched pair in which one is a normal-sized X, while the other is a short one called Y. So, females are XX, while males are XY. The sex cells like sperms and egg cells are haploid in nature. That means they contain only 23 chromosomes, 22 autosomes and 1 sex chromosome. In males, the sperms contain only 1 sex chromosome. It can be either Y or X. That means some sperms with Y and some with X chromosome. In females, all the egg cells produced are X. If a sperm with Y sex chromosome fuses with egg cell, it develops into a baby with XY sex chromosomes. You know that XY means a boy child. If a sperm with X sex chromosome fuses with egg cell, it develops into a baby with XX sex chromosomes. You know that XX means be a girl child. Thus, the sex of the children will be determined by what they inherit from their father. A child who inherits an X chromosome from her father will be a girl, and one who inherits a Y chromosome from him will be a boy. This is all about sex determination in humans. If you
Hormones in organisms. We will start with role of hormones in human body. Dear students, our body have many different glands having varied functions. Some of these glands have separate dedicated duct such as salivary gland present in the mouth, gastric glands present in the stomach. Such glands are called exocrine glands. There is another group of glands which does not have separate duct, and the secretions from these glands enters directly in the bloodstream. Such glands are called endocrine glands. These glands are pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas, ovaries in female, and testes in male. These glands secrete very important chemicals called hormones. Let's understand the role of various hormones in our body. Sex hormones. Well, now you know that during adolescence, boys and girls undergo a lot of changes. Have you ever thought about how these changes are controlled? Hormones secreted by endocrine glands enter into the bloodstream, flow with the blood, and reach to the particular body or tissue called target site. The target site responds to the hormone by undergoing changes. In boys, at the beginning of puberty, pituitary gland release hormone that stimulates, that is, causes testes to release hormone called testosterone. Testosterone enter in the bloodstream and reach the target site like face, chest, and other areas. This hormone facilitates changes in boys like facial hair, hairs on chest, and similar changes. Similarly, in girls, at the beginning of puberty, Pituitary gland secrete hormone that stimulate ovaries to produce hormone called estrogen. It brings about the changes in females like breast development, development of milk secreting glands called mammary glands inside the breast. Hormones other than sex hormones. Thyroid gland secrete hormone called thyroxine. It is essential to carry out metabolism, that is, entire range of biochemical processes in the body. The production of thyroxine depends on iodine. Due to insufficient quantity of iodine, the thyroid gland does not produce proper amount of thyroxine. As a result, the thyroid gland enlarges and neck swells up. Pancreatic gland produces hormone called insulin. Insufficient production of insulin causes diabetes. Adrenal gland secrete hormones which help to maintain correct salt balance in the blood. It also produces hormone adrenaline which helps the body to adjust to stress in case one is worried, angry or embarrassed. The role of pituitary gland is very important. It stimulates the production of thyroxine and adrenaline by secreting hormones to stimulate the respective glands. It also secretes growth hormone that facilitate normal body growth. Let's perform an activity. Role of hormones in other animals. We have learned that animals pass through different phases of life. Do you remember the growth of caterpillar to fully grown silk moth and the tadpole to become a frog? Dear students, the change from larva to adult is called metamorphosis. It is controlled by hormones in insect called insect hormones. For example, thyroid gland in frog produces thyroxine, which facilitate these changes. If there is insufficient quantity of iodine in water, the tadpole could not become an adult. I hope you have understood this topic well. Thanks for watching.